You might think India relies entirely on China for electronics, but what if I told you Indian tech exports to China just surged for 4,000%? Welcome to your daily audio briefing of the Curated News, curated by Sandeep Ori for Wednesday, July 1st, 2026. Our mission today is to, efficiently cover 10 quick updates in sequence, so let's get right to it.
Yeah, we're kicking things off with your brain, actually. The Wall Street Journal reports that when you start meditating, your brain visibly calms down in just like 2 to 3 minutes.
Oh, wow, really? That fast?
Yeah, and you hit a peak Zen moment at around 7 minutes. And that's even if you're a total beginner.
I mean, you can basically treat that 7-minute process like a quick, hard reboot for a sluggish computer, right?
Yeah.
You just power it down, clear the cache, and start up track.
Exactly, it's so effective. But speaking of structural reboots, let's look at corporate efficiency. The Wall Street Journal also notes that British American Tobacco, the maker of Camel and Lucky Strike, they're cutting 5,500 jobs by 2026 and outsourcing to partners like Accenture.
Wait, I have to push back a bit on that framing. Are those jobs truly disappearing, or are they, just being relocated to those corporate partners?
Well, the payroll structure is basically shifting to an external ledger. And we're seeing massive labor shifts globally, too. Like Business Line reports, India is now the second largest job-creating FDI investor in the UK.
That is a massive milestone. Indian businesses created, 12,700 jobs there in 2025 to 26, trailing only the U.S. with 15,800.
Right. And that outward global influence connects perfectly to your opening hook. Business Standard highlights that India's printed circuit board, or PCB, exports to China, saw a massive 40-fold surge, jumping from $36 million in FY25 to over $1.5 billion in FY26.
So does this data point just completely flip the traditional narrative of India solely relying on Chinese electronics?
It definitely disrupts it. And a lot of that internal maturity really traces back to a digital revolution. I mean, Business Standard is celebrating 11 years of digital India right now.
Right, because internet connections skyrocketed from 251 million in 2014 to over 1.02 billion.
Yeah, and think about the cost. 1 gigabyte of data plummeted from 270 rupees to under 10. And because of that, India's rank in the Global Innovation Index jumped from 81 to 38.
That digital scale really makes massive financial consolidation possible, too. I saw a Business Standard reported Kotak Mahindra Bank is buying Deutsche Bank's India retail and wealth business for 282 crore rupees.
Yep, they're absorbing roughly 1,000 DB employees in the process. Now, staying with Business Standard, let's look at how India tracks its population. Almost 100% of Indians now have an Aadhaar card, and 56% have a PAN card.
But less than 8% have a passport, right?
Exactly. And note the 2007 court judgment stating that acquiring a foreign passport is conclusive proof of losing Indian citizenship.
Wow, that is strict. Domestically, though, wealth continues to surge in urban centers. A Knight Frank report in Business Standard shows Mumbai saw over 80,000 property registrations in just the first half of 2026.
Which contributed nearly 7,000 crore rupees to the state exchequer.
Yeah, but outside those booming cities, there is a really harsh environmental reality. According to the Deccan Herald, Karnataka faces a severe water crisis. 10 major dams are sitting at only 22% capacity.
Which directly threatens agriculture, industry, and residential use. Sandeep notes that this dire situation brings to mind scenes from the Hindi movie Lagan, where desperate farmers look up at the skies hoping for rain.
It really is a stark reminder. But moving to our final story, we're transitioning back to the Wall Street Journal. It seems young professionals are really struggling in their careers because of remote work.
Yeah, Sandeep has a great point here. He notes that casual water cooler moments, chatting in the canteen or the lobby or the lift, those are absolutely crucial for youngsters to build social skills and networks.
Exactly. He actively warns his graduate students against accepting remote work, stating it is a surefire way to kill their growth prospect.
Which leaves you with a big question to mull over about who will actually become the corporate leaders of the future if everyone just stays home.
And wrapping it up for another Wednesday morning, let us know what you think about this remote work dilemma. Have a fab day, folks. We'll see you tomorrow morning.